beaten the Roosters, they beat the Rays, they beat the Knights. That was just to start their year. They've come back to the field, but 12 losses in all, those 8 wins to their name, and still a few matches to go against the Roosters, Tigers, Cowboys and the Warriors. Where are you ranking their first ever season, Gus?
Raging success, absolute raging success. I think the way they performed in the start of the season exceeded all expectations from most people's point of view, but it was an explosive start. It certainly got the attention of the rugby league world, and it certainly got the attention of Queensland, which is a big market for rugby league, and it shows that we're on the right track with expansion and that there are enough players to do it. Their roster was always going to be exposed towards the back end of the season, and it has been a little bit through the middle stages, although they've only been narrowly beaten in their last couple. They could easily be 2 or 3 wins better off during the course of the season. They've had a couple of narrow wins too that could have gone the other way, but I think from an overall perspective, they've done wonderfully well. It's another development arm for the National Rugby League. They've got a lot of really good young kids that are going to come through in the next few seasons, and no one other than Wayne Bennett could have got them this sort of season to start off with, so they've done a terrific job, I reckon.
Yeah, I was one of the knuckleheads who said that they probably wouldn't do well. I was questioning whether they had a marquee signing or not. Well, they've got the hammer, but the true signing was a person that Gus touched on, is Wayne Bennett. The way he's brought that team together is an amazing credit to the super coach, and what he's done is fantastic for Queensland, fantastic for the Dolphins, and he's there for, I think it's another year.
Do the handover with Christian Wolf on screen.
And look, they're doing things the right way, aren't they?
Danny, how would you like to have been that AAP journo sitting in that that press conference at Optus Stadium with him?
I've been in similar situations before, and look, yeah, for those who didn't see it, Wayne was pretty short in his answers towards the journo, and but you sort of expect that from Wayne. I mean, people have been very critical of him, and I know it wasn't a great promotion for the game, but if you're interviewing Wayne Bennett, you've got to be on your A game, and you've got to be prepared for anything. And I'm not excusing what he said, but it's not the first time he's done it, and it won't be the last.
You're probably going to accept it from him. I mean, there was a pretty crucial penalty given against him as well, which was probably a penalty. But I agree 100% with Gus this time. They've done really, really well. They've done so well. I mean, at the back end of the year, no doubt, the depth is going to be tested. I love Isaiah Katoa. I think he's going to be close to Rookie of the Year. He's played 18 games this year. Don't forget, O'Sullivan was out for a fair bit of that as well. So he's been really, really good. They've lost Tom Gilbert throughout the year. They've had some injury issues, suspension issues, but they've done really well. I think by far exceeded most people's expectations of where they're at. They've been great.
Herbie Farnworth coming next year, Tom Flegler as well. So some key signings that will only help the cause. Big match coming up against the Roosters for them.